Have you seen any of the patch notes? I have seen the Ryu changes. I have seen most of the Ryu changes. Not all of them, but I've actually seen them. I can't go on Twitter right now. I woke up, like I actually woke up at the, before patch notes were really getting revealed, and my Twitter inbox was already flooded. So yeah, it's impossible for me to like do this blind, right? It's not a problem though, whatever, it's fine. I still have a lot of thoughts and I have not seen all of the notes yet, so there's that. Okay, so here we go, Ryu. This is like the first big one, right? Now we're gonna take a look at. Gricho, good to see you, my man. Okay, Ryu's crush counters, okay, balance change overview Ryu. Now, they wrote a whole like essay on what they want to change for Ryu, okay? Okay, Capcom, I see you. Ryu's crush counters and V-triggers have made it difficult for him to keep up pressure and limited his offensive options. Yeah, that was by design, Capcom. That's exactly how you designed him. However, other standard characters like Ken and Akuma have this aspect to their playstyles as well, so we haven't made significant alterations. Oh wait, this is literally what I keep telling people, right? Remember when I keep telling people, hey guys, Ryu is not Ken and Ryu is not Akuma. Let's not make him into Akuma, okay? This is literally what I have been saying. At least Capcom is acknowledging that, but the changes that I read kind of tell a different story. Instead, we focused on improving his overall performance, giving him more offensive options and stabilizing his playstyle. Like, no, Capcom, just no. You can't say Ryu has limited options when it comes to his offense, and then you're gonna say, yeah, he doesn't have great offensive options, but this is why we have Akuma and Ken. They're acknowledging the gameplay differences between Ryu, who's a more defensive character, and Ken and Akuma, right? And then the very next sentence is, in order to make Ryu better, we're giving him the offensive options that Ken and Akuma already have. I'm not sure if I'm lacking sleep or if this is literally what they just said. As a result, he can now deal damage more reliably. Jimmy, what's wrong with you? Just because something is a buff does not mean it's good design. You can easily make Ryu good. Give him G's command throw. That's gonna make Ryu a good character. Is that what you want for Ryu? Anyways, compared to other characters, Ryu had harder combos to confirm and relatively strict wake-up pressure options. That is true. To combat this, we've adjusted his combos. Tatsu requires the player to determine whether the opponent was standing or crouching, but it now hits crouching opponents as well. Terrible change. Absolutely terrible change. Why would I do Donkey Kick now? The second attack of Donkey Kick can now force the opponent to stand. Wait. No. This is the target combo, right? They sound very similar. This is Donkey Kick, right? This is target combo. Wait, he got a new target combo of Crouching Fierce? Oh wow, that's actually interesting. One of the big problems with the target combo for beginners, I mean, the target combo, just so you get it, the target combo was designed for beginners to combo easily, without having to learn link and cancel timings, right? But now, you can use a different target combo, and like the main problem with this target combo is if you do it on a crouching opponent, you're gonna get punished. But now you can actually choose to go a different route. This is interesting. Okay, but here's something. So I just complained about Tatsu basically making Donkey Kick useless, right? This is Donkey Kick, by the way. So Donkey Kick, which is used in similar types of combos, has, like Tatsu, had its parameters adjusted to better differentiate it from the target combo? Why? Is this really target combo? I think it is, but whatever. We'll see about the changes, what they did to Donkey Kick, because the way I see it right now, previously, like before this patch, You had to make a choice when you landed medium punch into standing medium punch, crouching medium punch. You had to make a choice. Do I want to use Tatsu? If the opponent was standing, the answer was yes, I want to use Tatsu. If the opponent was crouching, the answer was donkey kick. Now, Tatsu seems to be the way to go every single time. So I'm wondering, when would I use donkey kick in this new version? So I'm a bit confused about this, because this is literally the type of change that I don't want to see. Because yes, it makes a good option better, but it makes it better at the cost of a different tool that you used to have. And now the other tool is useless. Though some of Ryu's playstyle, zoning, you never want to do zoning. You never, if you have the choice between standing in your opponent's face when they get up and zoning, you always want to stand in your opponent's face, even against Zangief. So no, this doesn't make any sense, because if you want to do zoning, you can always jump back after getting close to your opponent. This is not the problem. But whatever. Though some of Ryu's playstyle will benefit from properly reading the opponent, it will be required less overall, making him easier to play. This is exactly what I don't want to see. So, though some of Ryu's playstyle benefited from using your brain, you can actually use Ryu now without using your brain. Have fun. That's literally what they just said. Additionally, improvements were made to mid-range moves, so you don't have to use your brain mid-range as well. Okay. By shrinking the hand hurt box before a Hadoken startup, we've made the attack easier to use to keep the opponent at bay. This makes me so sad right now. Like, this is the number one change that I wanted to see when season 1, or actually no, when season 2 hit. In season 2, the main thing that made Ryu unplayable was the fireball having such a massive hurt box, you couldn't use the fireball in ranges where crush counters were a thing. And now they finally fixed that shit. Why didn't they do that from the start? Like, I remember like having a discussion about Ryu's fireball with some pro players who kept telling me, no, Jimmy, you're wrong. Ryu's fireball is actually great. It's a super good fireball. He just doesn't have anything else. No, it's fucking shit. It's shit if you can get crush countered from mid-screen. It's completely pointless to use if the perfect range where you want to stand at to throw a fireball so it's not reactable, you get interrupted by Urian's fierce attack and crush counter for free damage for him. No, that's not good. Sorry to tell you, but that's not a good fireball. For real though, I mean, I'm being a little bit ranty right now. The players that I've discussed this topic with, they do have a point. The fireball is not bad. It's a good fireball. It's just that fireballs in general have this massive downside of being interrupted like that. And now Capcom feels like they're going to change that, which is interesting timing. It's so late. It's so late to change the fireball so they're actually useful now. Crouching medium kick and crouching hard kick now have faster startup. This is something that I've asked for. I told Capcom, hey, let's make sweep 7 frames. How about that? They actually listen. Let's go. I actually don't really like crouching medium kick being faster, but I'll take that. I'm not sure because now I really wonder, why would you use crouching medium punch ever? I'm really worried about crouching medium punch because it seems like crouching medium kick is fully replacing crouching medium punch. Okay, so let's continue this. With V-Trigger 1 Denshin Renki active, punch moves will have increased hit stun. Wow, they gave V-Trigger 1 even more stun? Though block stun will remain the same and not change Ryu's ability to open the opponent up, it will reward him for landing a hit. It already rewarded him for landing a hit. What are they talking about? How much did they actually buff him in that regard? Making it easier to combo into other attacks with long-reaching Hadoken as well. Oh, it's plus 2 more on hit. Oh, wow. Oh. Interesting. So plus 2 on all attacks. New combo routes are going to be a thing. Interesting. Interesting they are buffing V-Trigger 1. Though V-Trigger 2, Kako Fubatsu, was useful for making a comeback, it was difficult to use effectively. Yeah, no shit. So its properties have been improved greatly. By using Ishin, which can be cancelled into from any special move, Ryu can now deal damage in situations he previously couldn't, allowing him to carry the match more effectively. So this is going to be very interesting because, like, I've seen the footage on this, and I think there's going to be a lot of debate. I actually don't think this is going to be good enough to push V-Trigger 2 over the edge, especially with the buffs on V-Trigger 1. I actually still think V-Trigger 2 is going to be the worst choice, but we'll see about that. So let's take a look at the adjustments, okay? So we're finally getting to the real adjustments, not just the essay right here. Reduce spacing after hit. Now, I've already read some rumors about forward throw giving you Oki. This is absolutely insane, by the way. This is a massive buff. This right here is actually going to make people tech against Ryu. I'm not sure if, like, people understand the implication of buffing Ryu's forward throw. It's one of the biggest changes that you can make to any character, because every single time you're pressuring your opponent, if your throw game is weak, your opponent has no reason to take any chances on like getting shimmied or something like that. So they will simply not tech. This was one of my biggest complaints going from Season 1 to Season 2 back then, because throws were made so useless that a valid strategy was to simply never tech, ever. And I've always complained about this. I've always complained, wait, if I know how my opponent is going to defend himself on wake up, I should be able to punish him for that, right? But previously, like in Season 2, people don't want to see throw loops, right? People hate throw loops. You know what the real problem though is? If you remove throw as a threat, well then you can't actually do any damage on wake up ever. Because on high level, people will simply never tech against you. And Ryu was really, really hurt by that. It really made the decision making very simplistic. Like, remember, like every single time I play anyone in Street Fighter, people keep telling me, hey Jimmy, you should throw your opponent more. Hey Jimmy, why are you not throwing? Well, I don't throw because if I throw, I actually lose. That's why I don't throw. Now, it's going to be different. Enemies won't tech because taking the throw will lead to victory every time. So why would they tech when that's the only way they can lose? That was previously the situation for Ryu. Anyways, this is a big change. So this is maybe even the biggest change for Ryu. We'll see about that. Okay, normal V-Trigger 1, standing medium punch changes. Now here's where we get to the next good stuff. Sped up the special move CA cancel timing during V-Trigger 1 by 1 frame. Okay, why? Okay. Change frame advantage on block from +1 to +2. Now, here's the thing. This is a change. This change right here was a big suggestion that I constantly got. Jimmy, why aren't they not making medium punch +2? You know what my answer was? My answer was, well, if they do that, then goodbye crouching medium punch. You will never need crouching medium punch anymore. And this is exactly what they did. I find this hilarious. Okay, unless they actually buff crouching medium punch will never be used again, or should never be used again. Okay, change frame advantage on hit from +7 to +6. Oh, I know why. Because crouching medium kick is 6 frames now. Okay, so this seems like a nerf, but this is a necessary change because otherwise Ryu's medium punch combos into sweep, and that's not something that Capcom can do. So this was a necessary nerf. Crouching medium punch. Let's see if they buff crouching medium punch to make up for the standing medium punch changes. Added projectile proof hurt box to the upper body from 1 frame before active attack time begins until the attack ends. And that's a massive buff, right? That's a massive buff. I'm sure like it's gonna be really useful to differentiate medium punch from crouching medium punch now when you're comboing, right? They really adjusted well for that. It didn't do shit. Yeah, that's just the general change for the anti-air capabilities. I'm aware. What does that mean? I read that earlier, Keek. So in case you just tuned in, by the way, Capcom made it so that certain moves that used to be used as anti-air attacks are now nerfed. They won't work anymore against jump-in attacks. And this is just something that they're adding to keep some consistency for projectiles. This is not very important right here. This is just to add some consistency because of this other change. Not very important. Anyways, crouching medium punch, change frame advantage in V-Trigger 1 on block from +3 to +2. This is absolutely comical to me right now. They're actually nerfing crouching medium punch. Why? This was actually like one of the fantastic hidden buffs that not a lot of people knew about. But Ryu, for example, the crouching medium punch into standing medium punch string can only be interrupted by Shoryuken or by parries, for example, by 3-frame parries. And in V-Trigger, a 3-frame parry will lose to this crouching medium punch string. But now it will win again. Why did they nerf that? Doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it's no more standing light punch. Guys, anyone who's trying to anti-air with light punches in the patch, that will not work anymore. They literally made it impossible to work. Light punches and medium attacks do not hit aerial opponents that are in an attack animation. They will simply, like, the attack will whiff entirely. They didn't nerf the hitboxes. They made it so that jump-in attacks will simply win against against jab anti-airs every time. Okay? But I don't understand medium punch. I don't understand why you're making medium punch useless. This is not good. This is simply not good. Standing hard punch can now be special canceled. This is a big one. This is actually a really big one because there's a really cool combo that you can do with Ryu that was simply too inconsistent for me to consider. This opens up the door for this specific combo. You can now effectively do solar plexus into fierce, into EX donkey kick, and get a consistent back hard kick mid-screen to combo. That's a big one. That's actually a big one. I'm looking forward to that. I mean, it's a big one for multiple reasons. This was just a very specific edge case that I had in mind. When I see a standing hard punch being cancelable, all I'm thinking about is, oh, mid-screen donkey kick combos now. Yeah, Dak Josh, but previously, like, by the way, for those who are confused about me not liking the standing medium punch chain, this is huge for Ryu. This is huge for Ryu's consistency when he's applying pressure, right? And this is good. The problem is, previously, he actually had to make a meaningful decision. He had to make a decision, do I want the combo ability of medium punch, or do I want to have the frame advantage of crouching medium punch? And this decision making is completely thrown out the window. Basically, anyone who's doing crouching medium punch on the opponent's wake up is making a mistake every single time. Okay, crouching medium kick. Shorten startup from 7 to 6. This is something we've already read. Entire move shortened from 22 to 21. Yeah, I mean, this seems obvious, right? Crouching hard kick, finally, sweep 7 frames. This is one of the changes that I actually specifically asked for, and I got it. Very nice. Solar plexus. Oh, God. Okay, I don't want to read it. What did they do? The second attack's hitbox now extends forward with the first attack hits. Wait. The second attack's hitbox now extends forward when the first attack hits or is blocked. Do you guys know what this means? You know what previously happened with Ryu? You know what? Something that really was worthy, like this triggered me quite a bit. Ryu could land the first hit of the solar plexus on, like get it on block, and then the second attack would whiff. And that would actually put you at, I'm not sure how negative that was, but at least minus, I don't know, -7 or 8 at least, something like that. So you could actually get punished, and strong players would punish me for that. And I'm like, come on, how's that a thing? And they're actually fixing that. Very happy about that. So now I don't have to use my brain even, I have to use my brain less to use solar plexus. That's good. Less brain power usage. Okay, wait, normal solar plexus strike. The first attack can now be cancelled. Oh wow, V-trigger cancelable? What's the frame data on block? And why would I want to do that? Interesting. I'm gonna have to look this up in training mode to figure out what they're thinking about here. Jodan Sanrengeki. I think this is target combo, right? Can now be performed with standing medium punch, crouching fear, standing hard kick. Yes. Okay, so this is the variation. Okay, very nice. Hadouken. Reduce the hurt box size backwards before attack startup. Reduce the hurt box size backwards before the attack startup. What does that mean? Wait, can you not get jumped in on fireballs that easily anymore? I'm not sure. Anyways, reduce the feet hurt box downwards. Okay, so you can't get clipped down very much, but this is actually not what I'm worried about. Hurt box no longer moves backwards during the first 2 frames of the move. Reduced required charge time by 1 frame until level 2 is reached for the V-Trigger 1 version. Hey, that's actually not bad. That's really not bad. Level 2 V-Trigger Fireball is pretty big, so this is a nice buff. I'm a bit confused though.
That's on the Ryu buffs.
It doesn't seem like they nerf the fierce attack of Urian will still clip you apparently. They didn't change the hurt box on that. I would have to like see a video or make a video potentially showing the differences. Okay, EX Hadouken. Changed the startup from 11 to 10 frames. Very nice when cancelled from a crouching light punch. Oh, wow. Okay, so I've read this change already. You can now do crouching light punch into EX Hadouken, which is interesting. For the V-Trigger 1 version, the timing at which the character moves backwards in the second half of the move now matches that of the normal EX Hadouken. I'm not quite sure what this change is about, but whatever. For the V-Trigger 1 version, the knockback arm counter hit now matches that on normal hit. Is that a buff or a nerf? Lowered combo count start value. Now, I see like, here's where, like, this is kind of going to be confusing for me because they're talking about juggle points and they're calling it combo count start value. Really, really. Why are they inventing new terminology when we already have established ones? Established ones that Capcom internally themselves use, by the way. I know that. I know they call it juggle limit. Why do they not call it juggle points and everything here? I don't get it. Whatever. Increase combo count gain for the V-Trigger 1 version. Increase the combo count limit for the V-Trigger 1 version. Now, what this means effectively is you can now EX Fireball, V-Trigger, Dash, Tatsu, for example. This is something that I've already seen. This is a big buff for Ryu, by the way. Especially the cancel ability from Crouching Light Punch makes it very, very big. Ryu finally gets a defensive maneuver on an EX move when you're defending yourself. The problem with this is it makes EX Tatsu even less valuable, but that's okay. Shoryuken, the knockback on counter hit now matches that on normal hit. Was there additional knockback before? Not quite sure about that. Oh wow, Light Shoryuken is getting a damage buff. Heavy Shoryuken extended the hitbox upward. Why? Increase the combo count limit after the attack's 3rd frame. I'm gonna have to look this up. V-Trigger 1 Shoryuken extend the hitbox upward. Okay, why though? Oh wait, it juggles now? No way. Oh maybe, oh I didn't read, we'll get to that. Okay, we'll get to that. You'll get a bad hit. I know. Okay, I get it. You're getting the weak version of You're getting the not deep version. What's the opposite of deep? The not deep version of the Shoryuken juggle. The one that doesn't deal that much damage. Shallow. Okay, there we go. Okay. So this is what the change is about. Interesting. This change only makes sense in combination with EX Tatsu, but we haven't gotten there yet. Okay, EX Shoryuken. The hit animation will no longer split when active frames 1 and 2 land at a distance. Okay, what else is it gonna do? Extended the second attack's hitbox forward. Oh, okay, so previously what could happen is the first attack lands and the second attack would whiff, but it would cause a hard knockdown, so you still get Oki. It was actually not a big deal. In some cases, I preferred that hit, because even though you didn't get the damage, you actually got Oki, which you don't get off of a regular EX Shoryuken where both hits connect. The hit animation will no longer split when active frames. Oh, right. So this is just the V-trigger version. Added a camera effect when active frames 1 and 2 hit the opponent at close range. Okay. Extend the second hitbox both forward and upward. Can now hit a crouching opponent. Tatsu. Right. Decrease damage for all levels. Oh, I get it now. So I was complaining, okay, why would you do Donkey Kick? And what I'm suspecting is Donkey Kick will be the damage option, and Tatsu will be the Oki option. Okay, change the medium version's chip damage from 34 to 24. Okay, let's chip. I can tell you one thing. Tatsu did ridiculous chip damage before, but really nobody really cared about that before, so I find it interesting how they would change that. Okay, combo count limit changed. Potentially some sick new combos that you can do if you land on the last attack, even without V-trigger. We'll see about that though. Extend the first attack. There we go. So this is EX Tatsu. First attack's hitbox forward extended. Now this is great because in some cases when you were comboing, Tatsu would whiff, and now potentially not anymore. Increase the distance the opponent pulled backwards when the first attack hits. Okay, I guess for consistency. Yeah, right. So the Tatsu connects properly. It wouldn't connect properly if they didn't do that. The hitbox of the attack is now extended upward after the first attack hits in midair. The hitbox of the attack is now extended upward after the first attack hits in midair. Okay, I guess midair combos are supposed to be more consistent as well. Okay, combo count. This is what makes Shoryuken work, I guess, after the patch. Donkey Kick, there we go. Now this is where the question mark was. Why would you use Donkey Kick now? Let's see what they did here. Change the motion on activation. Okay, animation change once again. Increase distance traveled forward. Oh, this is big. Okay, so if they buff the range, light kick buffers are going to be even more useful now. Extend the collision box upward from the start of the move until the first frame of startup. Okay. Probably consistency for something. Change frame advantage on block from -16 to -15. That's not really a big change at all. Whatever. Light Donkey Kick. See that? This is exactly what I'm talking about. See that? Here's where they're trying to differentiate Donkey Kick from Tatsu. Because previously, take a look at that. Light Tatsu did 90 damage and Donkey Kick did 70 damage, right? And now Donkey Kick does 90 damage and Light Tatsu does 80 damage. So now they changed exactly what I was expecting. So Donkey Kick is the new damage option now. Damage and EX gauge option. Yeah, medium Donkey Kick, the same story. Heavy Donkey Kick, the same story. Change startup from 18 to 70 frames performed from a standing medium punch. Wait, why would they do that? Medium punch comboed into heavy Donkey Kick before. So why did they do that? Like, here's the thing. Exactly, Joffrito. I think Joffrito got it. When you do a late cancel from a medium punch, it would not connect. So now it connects easier. So a little bit more consistency, but honestly, it was already consistent before. But yeah, I mean, I did have the problem before. I did have an issue where medium punch would not combo into the heavy donkey kick, but that's really on me. Anyways, EX donkey kick, let's see. Change the motion on activation, okay. Increase distance traveled forward, okay, so even more consistent now. Extend collision box, right, change knockback speed and height on hit. Okay, wait, this could be big because knockback speed and height is exactly what made certain combos work. I'm curious what this means. Change the timing at which it can be cancelled with Tatsu. Okay. Change startup from 18 to 17. Change stun. Wait, what? What does that mean? They changed stun from 36 frames to 33. Oh, hit stun. They're talking about hit stun, right? Wait, but what? No, what does this mean? So it actually travels faster? Change frame advantage on block from -16 to -13. Oh, it's interesting. They're making it safer on block. It's not that safe, but still. Yeah, I know EX donkey combos now. I've seen that. And I'm not sure if I like that. They basically got rid of any reason to ever consider crouching medium kick as an option. Why would I ever do crouching medium kick now? They removed it as a pressure tool, and they also removed it as a mid-screen tool. When do I ever use crouching medium punch now instead of crouching medium kick? I'm not sure this situation still exists. Legit haiku, I'm aware we're talking about crouching medium kick, but I'm asking, with the changes of crouching medium kick and the donkey kick and everything, why would you ever do crouching medium punch? Like, they legit made it completely useless. Like, you can't use, they nerfed the anti-air capabilities of crouching medium punch. They nerfed the pressure you get off of it, and they also nerfed the combo ability off it. So that's it. Crouching medium punch does 10 more damage than crouching medium kick. Yeah, but it's less consistent, so whatever. It's less consistent. 10 damage is not going to make the cut. If I can clip someone low, get better range, and still combo ability off of EX donkey kick, then I'm sorry to tell you, but this is just stupid. Like, crouching medium punch is dead. It died in favor of Ryu's other normals. And I mean, people are going to be happy with this. These are big buffs for Ryu. It's just that they buffed Ryu in the most lazy way possible. It's plus in pressure and has more range than standing medium punch. What do you mean it has more range than standing medium punch? If you're pressuring, if you're doing mid-screen crouching medium punch, use crouching medium kick. It has the same startup, but better range and the same combo ability now. So no, don't use crouching medium punch mid-screen. It doesn't ever make sense. Unless you're worried about someone like fireball pressure, you get tighter strings with crouching medium punch, but that's it. That's really it. That's the only reason you would ever do that. In close range, you get the same pressure with standing medium punch. Yeah, Joffredo, crouching medium kick combos into EX donkey kick now. Anyways, let's just continue. Mind's Eye, V-Timer. Now recovers 50 frames when the attack is successfully during V-Trigger. Thank God. You know what you could do previously in every other version? What you could do is, the moment Ryu players pop V-Trigger, I actually started throwing a lot of fireballs because my opponent would just parry them, but he wouldn't get any V-Trigger. So he was effectively wasting his V-Trigger gauge. Now, you can actually recover it. That's nice. 50 frames is not a whole lot though, but still, it's nice. Can now be cancelled with special moves CA when successful. Oh, I can parry and cancel the parry into CA or special moves. Oh wow, they actually gave Ryu anti-air parry. Oh wow. Wow, I used to tell people don't anti-air with parry, and it's still gonna be a shitty option, right? But at least now you get a guaranteed punish off of it. Oh, this is huge. This is huge. I'm just thinking about, okay, what does this actually mean? Previously, you could do stuff like parry the orb of Menat and then cancel into critical art, right? Or do the critical art after the parry recovery. And this would work, but some moves, even when parried, wouldn't guarantee a successful critical art afterwards. This is going to add some consistency to that. This is actually not that big of a deal. This is really just, okay, like if you're doing that to anti-air someone and then cancel into EX Shoryuken, what it means is you could have done EX Shoryuken from the start and removed the guessing game from the parry. But whatever, this is gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay, it's good. I think this is like, for the most part, for beginners, this is gonna be a big thing. But you also get new punishes. Like, let me think about this. Like, you can probably just do parry and then just raw EX donkey kick or something like that in certain punish situations. Something I gotta consider now. Okay, V-Skill 2, Thrust Strike. Now, before I read the changes here, keep in mind Thrust Strike was like one of the shittiest moves that Ryu could have ever gotten. Outside of casual player, it basically didn't make sense to ever use. So let's see what they're gonna do with that. And by the way, I've always said that's fine. It was clearly designed as a tool for casuals and not for competitive play. But I guess we'll see. Can now be cancelled when. This is the target combo, right? So you can do target combo into V-Skill 2. And this is, by the way, this is another hint, by the way, that Capcom designed V-Skill 2 for casuals. Because target combo is only going to be used for casual players, and now casual players actually get an extension with the casual V-Skill 2, right? So this is for people who think I'm crazy when I tell you that V-Skill 2 was designed for casual players. Here you go. Capcom is literally telling you that. The cancelled version has different startup from that of the normal version to ensure it combos. Okay. Increase the duration of the active frames by 2. Is that the counter hit state? Or is that actually the active frames on the move at the end? Increase pushback on block when the attack is not successful. This is big. Oh, wow. Wow, you can really mess with people more with it. Oh, guys, we're going to check this out. Increase damage from 60 to 70 when the attack is not successful. Okay, when the parry is not successful, that's what they mean. Change V-Gauge gain when successful from 50 plus 50 to 60 plus 40. So this means when you're spamming V-Skill and the counter hit state does not trigger, you're still getting more V-Gauge. This is good. Some good changes. Still shit. It's still complete garbage, but it's better trash now, right? So that's good. I like to have... I'm really used to trash anyways, right? I've been playing Ryu for quite some time now. I'm very much used to trash. This is better trash. This is shiny trash. Let's go. Okay, V-Trigger 1. Increased timer from 800 to 1000. Increased hit stun by 2 frames. Normal punches only. God. I'm sorry, but to anyone who said V-Trigger 2 was the go-to move now, I think you did not read the V-Trigger 1 changes, okay? I'm not sure people understand the implications here. Like previously, we had a timer of 1000, but the timer would deplete when you do a fireball or a Shoryuken. Now we get the 1000 timer with no depletion, with even crazier combo ability now, off of anything that you're doing in V-Trigger 1 mode. No guys, V-Trigger 1 is the way to go. V-Trigger 1 is guaranteed the way to go, okay? Okay, V-Trigger 2 though. Hadouken, the base off Shoryuken. What? Hadouken slash the base off Shoryuken slash Donkey Kick can now be cancelled with a unique special move on hit block. We've seen that, yeah. Only the normal versions of Shoryuken and Donkey Kick can be cancelled. Okay. It's nice because it finally makes V-Trigger 2 a serious option to consider because even if you don't get the parry, you can still do extra damage. Honestly, I don't think so. I still think that V-Trigger 1 is gonna be the way to go pretty much in every matchup. But yeah, I mean, like, one of the main problems, like, here's something that I've complained about V-Trigger 2 since we got V-Trigger 2. I've always complained about it because I didn't see how it added anything to Ryu's gameplay, because he already has a parry. And the difference between a 2-frame parry and a 3-frame parry is not that big. And in a lot of cases, the V-Trigger 2 parry was actually weaker than the V-Trigger 1, than the V-Skill 1, which is comical, right? You actually sometimes got worse options, because with the regular parry, you get a solar plexus punish in some cases, which gives you better control of Oki and damage. This is interesting. This is, without a doubt, this is good. Now you finally get to use V-Trigger 2, even if you don't use the parry at all. My problem is the extra damage, the little bit of extra damage. Is that worth it? Is that actually a good thing? You're spending half your V-Gauge on that attack, by the way. You're spending half your V-Gauge on that. I don't think so. I just don't think it's good enough. You're doing some good damage. Absolutely true. You're doing good damage, but I have my doubts after reading V-Trigger 1 changes that V-Trigger 1 is going to be worse than V-Trigger 2. I don't think so. But clearly V-Trigger 2 is better now. A lot better. V-Trigger 2 makes Ryu a damage monster? No, that's what V-Trigger 1 does. V-Trigger 1 makes Ryu a damage monster that is consistently and this is the emphasis we should put on that. It makes Ryu consistently scary, and it makes Ryu scary for 200 more frames. I don't think it's gonna beat out, like, I don't think V-Trigger 2 is gonna beat out V-Trigger 1. But I'm gonna explore both, okay? Wanna make a bet? 25 gifted subs? What kind of bet? I'm just wrong. I don't think anyone is right. All we can do is speculate at this point. Yeah, like, I think people are underestimating the plus 200 frames, and also basically the counter hit state you're gaining on every attack that you're doing in V-Trigger mode. I think people are underestimating that. But whatever. Yo, Faulty NP, yes, the update is live. We're gonna be checking out the patch in a second, okay? I'm reading out the patch notes for now. And I know I've been doing this for a while now, so maybe I'm just gonna revisit the changes for the other characters at a different time. Not quite sure about that. I'm not sure, what do you guys want? Can somebody make a poll? Like, one of the mods maybe make a poll asking you guys what do you want to see. Or should I do that? Nah, I'm gonna try to have my mods do this. Nobody's right. Reward from anything in this game is based on how good you are at using something. V-Trigger 1 may be better for Jimmy, while V-Trigger 2 may be better for chat. It's debatable. It's debatable. The question at the end of the day is, what's more consistent? Consistency is king in competitive fighting games. Play Fortnite, Ryu. Okay, whatever. So let's take a look at this. Ishin. So a successful parry. Added a camera animation on hit. Increased V-timer cost from 800. Increased V-timer cost from 800 to 1,500. V-timer now ends on successful hit. Wait, why are people telling me how awesome V-Trigger 2 is when I literally just had to read a massive nerf? Because you do insane damage now. You do the same damage on a successful parry. It's a combo extender now. I understand that. And I've seen it does decent damage as well. But you don't get Oki off of it. Apparently you don't get Oki off of it. And just for a combo extension, this is not good enough. Well, now I'm definitely in favor of V-Trigger 1. I'm sorry to break this to chat, but this is a big nerf. Like, no doubt V-Trigger 1 is the better option. Like, now it's not even a question anymore. Shinkawadoken, critical art, change frame advantage on block from -17 to -25. In all honesty, this was about time. Like, seriously fucked up how you could literally do a critical art with Ryu next to your opponent, he'd block it, and he wouldn't know how to punish you. Guess no one cares about V-Shift. No, we will care about V-Shift. The cool factor of V-Trigger 2 is too high to no go for it. Is too high to not go for it. Yeah, the cool factor, right. Which is why V-Trigger 2 was designed for casual players. I've always said that. And I think this really shows that Capcom does not have competitive players in mind with the changes. Clearly, they're still designing V-Trigger 2 purposely as the worst choice compared to V-Trigger 1. Now, honestly, telling me that you get a little bit of extra damage off of 2 combos, max, by the way, 2 combos max. If you're lucky, you get 2 extensions. That's not better than the entirety of V-Trigger 1 activation. No doubt about that. This is not worth it. I think you underestimate how difficult it is for Ryu to open up the opponent. You still have to open up your opponent. With V-Trigger 1, you basically pop V-Trigger 1 and it opens up the opponent. Because they start jumping like madmen. Okay, Denjin Hadouken. Increase the combo count limit when cancels into from Shoryuken. Did you just read that? Do you know what that means? I think you can actually now do anti-air light Shoryuken into Denjin Hadouken and it will combo. I will take the notes to the lab. You can't? That's sad. Come on. Okay, that's sad. But whatever. That's okay. That's okay. It's okay. I wonder though, what are they thinking here? You've always been able to combo to cancel like a Shoryuken into a critical art and it would always work. It does say canceled into, right, but every Shoryuken cancel comboed into Denjin Hadouken. There's not even a single situation where it didn't do that. So I'm not sure what they're thinking about here. You saw Buffael do Denjin Hadouken cancel from medium Shoryuken anti-air. Could do that in the previous version as well. Yeah, but the whiff will happen still. They didn't change the hitbox of it. So the whiff, it used to whiff and it still whiffs. Yeah, honestly, exactly. So anti-air DPs are stronger. The question is, why would my opponent jump on Ryu now? Well, like, what's the incentive for my opponent to jump when I pop V-Trigger 2? Isn't my opponent even less incentivized to jump now? When I pop V-Trigger 1, my opponent will be incentivized to jump because I actually gain a fundamental advantage in the ground game. So, honestly, I think you're wrong on this. I mean, at the end of the day, we can't know until we test it out properly, right? But I think this is clearly for casual players. Casuals jump all the time, just like SoulCube said. Now, if you jump a lot, you'll get punished harder. I don't see this being relevant at all for competitive play. Maybe I'm wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong. I just don't see it. Yeah, how about tomorrow? Tomorrow I'm gonna start with the patch notes. With we're gonna go over the rest of the characters, not as in depth as I said, but we're gonna start with Chun-Li tomorrow. Okay, and for now, we're just gonna check out the game. How about that? So yeah, that is basically it for, especially for YouTube. In case you're watching this on YouTube, check out tomorrow. We're gonna be checking out the rest of the patch notes.